for Purdue. 65-64 loss on Monday in West Lafayette to Rutgers, and for Ohio State, they beat Northwestern 73-57 Sunday in Evanston. What should we pay attention to early? As Hoyer takes the first shot off the mark, batted out, picked up by McNeil.
Well, that's one thing. Purdue, can you make shots? The last 5 games, they're shooting only 23% from behind the three-point line, 43% overall. And also the double teaming on Zach Edey inside. Chris Holtman wants to mix it up a little bit, double team on the dribble or on the pass.
And here's Swing, backdoor inside. And the first bucket of the game for Bryce Sensabaugh.
Excellent read and react that time by Sensabaugh, knowing that Purdue kind of overplayed the passing lane. And a nice pump fake by Sewing to get the defender to bite an excellent pass backdoor.
Keep your eye on the big fella inside for Purdue. Edey has been averaging 21 points and 13 rebounds, trying to keep it alive. Ball is reversed in the corner. Nice closeout by McNeil. Now Smith in and out. And Ohio State has it.
One thing for Purdue, too, excellent Gus. Offensive rebounding team that time extended the possession, not able to capitalize, but we're going to keep our eye on how effective they are on the offensive glass.
Sensabaugh coming off an 18-point performance in his last game. That one off the heel. Edey with the rebound. So obviously with a 7-3 center, they want to play in and out.
What they do, and Zach Edey has developed his offensive game over the years, where now he can be trusted with the ball. He's a very effective passer as well, Gus, out of the double team. Tough task to ask, but he's done a phenomenal job while at Purdue. A lot more he wants to accomplish. Of course, a national championship run is in his future.
Purdue starts 0 for 5. Now Hoyer, whose brother used to play at Michigan State, now at Davidson. Inside that one. Whoa, what a squeeze in by Ethan Morton.
The two things can be right at the same time. Excellent play by Ethan Morton by getting downhill, absorbing the contact, and Zed Key could have picked up a foul, but that time he went straight up and down, maintained verticality.
Inside, pull-up jump shot, Thornton. He's a very talented freshman out of Georgia, starting at the point in his freshman season. Edey having a hard time getting touches. That one deflected, nice job, picked up. Sensabaugh to the basket, dumps it down, and McNeil will peel it back. Deep J, count it. Sean McNeil averaging 10 points a game on the season, coming off a 15-point effort on 5 of 8 shooting in 32 minutes on Sunday against Northwestern. Down the lane, there's a runner, no, loose ball picked up. Ohio State lead, pass, sends the ball, head of the field, gets to the hole. He's a talented scorer.
He really is, but it starts on the defensive end. One, Ohio State doing an excellent job of contesting shots and then securing the defensive rebound. And again, pushing the pace, getting out to run. This is going to be a challenge right here with Edey inside.
Morton bounced around, picked up on the baseline, and a foul. Caleb Furter.
You talked to Chris Holtman, guys.
5 rebounds, got nice size at 6'10". Smith inside, there's a big fella, turn and jam.
Sometimes an awkward movement, an angle can cause an injury.
And a steal. Here's Smith. They say he's a bulldog. Freshman, Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana.
To make some plays. And as a freshman, you always try to figure out the best way that you fit in, especially when you're used to showing. Beautiful play out of the timeout right here by Matt Painter to get Braden Smith downhill. But that's the intangibles that made Evan Turner so tough and unique. Was at his size, he can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Thornton. McNeil, guarded by Lawyer. Thornton, quick release. Contested, and he knocks it down.
Early offense by the Buckeyes right now. Look at the field goals made. 4 field goals to 3 assists for the Buckeyes early. See if Purdue can respond here.
Touch pass. Lawyer frees himself with the dribble. He can really shoot the basketball. Edey with the rebound. He's double teamed on the baseline. Buckeyes wanted to travel. Now Gillis, he's one of the captains of this team, comes off the bench. 9-7 Ohio State. Inside, pull-up jump shots, and it's good for Justice Suing.
One thing for Purdue, too, I talked to Matt Painter about this. I talked about the shooting and the struggling. You know, just 23% over the last 5 games from behind the 3. But the shots are the same. They're just not falling, so you can't shy away from it if you're Purdue. Continue to take the good shots.
Lawyer again. Oh, snatched down. Beautiful rebound by Sensible. Right now, Purdue shooting 22% from the field. Ohio State has made their last 4 field goals, make it 5.
I kind of figured he would be in the starting lineup come Big Ten season, but because of situation with Likely out of the lineup, put him in a little bit early.
And Edey can't hang on, turns it over. 7-0 run right now for the Buckeyes. 13-7, top of the arc, McNeil. Loose, Edey with the rebound. Marks on mock drafts in the top 25 for the NBA.
He already has an NBA body. Speaking of which, trying to get the...
Edey with 2 points, averaging 21 and 13 on the season. Here he is with position, and he has that one raked right out of his hands by Bruce Thornton. Sensible again, hell-bent, gets across the lane, that one off the back rim. Purdue wants to run it. Newman. Edey again, great position this time. Jump hook off the glass. No. Felix Akpara, a 6'11 freshman from Nigeria, is going to have his hands full this evening with Zach Edey.
Akpara has to play smart because Zach Edey is too big and too dominant. You have to move. You can't stand still because if Zach Edey can feel you on his body, that's when he's at his best inside.
Jenkins rolls off, long rebound. And here comes Suing. Suing, baseline pull-up, lefty. 9-0 run for Ohio State to take a 15-7 lead. Purdue looks flat to start this game, shooting 19% from the field. Lawyer turns a corner, loose. Thornton ahead, Sensible, one catch, right first, counted, and the foul.
Some new faces trying to figure out situations that you get in a conference play because that's when things tend to slow down a little bit more.
Bryce Sensible, 8 points already. Purdue with only 7 points in this game. Sensible, he's got that Jimmy Jackson size. A score at 6'6". Jimmy, and he's a baby just getting started.
Bright future ahead of him, of course, and he's surrounded by very talented players, which allows him to be him, and he's going to continue to learn. You see what right here on Purdue, Matt Painter has drawn up coming out of this timeout to see if they can get something easy.
12-0 run for Ohio State. Newman, step back 3. They need something to go down for him. Loose ball and a whistle. Foul coming up.
Get a lot. Free throws or try to get something easy going to the basket because the jump shots are not falling as of yet.
Tanner holding call for the first foul on Monday. 2-1 in conference play. Braden Smith. Pull-up jump shot. That one off the heel for Kaufman-Wren. Out of bounds and will stay right here.
Offensively.
Right now, Purdue's offense is Ohio State's defense. They're 3 of 18 from the field, shooting 16%. That's not the Purdue team. that advanced to the #1 ranking in the country. And a fadeaway jump shot finally goes down for David Jenkins. And that'll stop the bleeding. First 3 of the game for Purdue.
More importantly, Gus, you make the basket. Now you're able to set your defense a little bit better in your half-court sets instead of playing out of transition.
Akpara with the handoff. Thornton rounds the corner. 8 to shoot. Holden picks up his dribble in the paint. 4 to shoot. Thornton's got to hurry. He kicks it out. Long jump shot. That's off the mark for Sewing. And here come the Boilermakers. Smith slicing. Reverse layup. Oh, and he'll get the bounce.
But excellent defensive possession that time by Purdue. They maintained their spacing in regards to forcing Ohio State to be a little further out on the perimeter than they were able to take advantage of it in that.
Nice, likely a whirling dervish inside, and he gives the Buckeyes an 8-point lead. His first basket of the game, and a turnover. Likely lobs it inside. Akpara and a foul.
I think
Scoreless against Northwestern. That ball out of bounds.
15 right now, but it's only 8 with a chance to cut into it right now for Purdue.
Largest lead of the game so far has been 11 points for the Buckeyes. Students aren't in town. They come back next week. Subdued crowd, even though their team is leading. Smith kicks it out in the corner. Thornton deep. And the rebound to the Buckeyes. Tanner Holden. Likely Euro step inside, in and out, no. Morton again this time. Will drive, stop. They feed it inside. Left-hand jump hook goes down for Caleb First.
Good patience that time by Purdue. They were able to figure out where the mismatch was on the court. That was First being guarded by Likely. 2 dribbles, nice little decision to pull up a jump hook inside, guys.
Sewing, nice backdoor cut. Holden with the layup. Terrific job by the Buckeyes.
Yeah, that's why you never stand still, especially against this Purdue defense. They're going to force you to play through some contact, but also shoot some tough contested shots. That time, nice layup inside.
For a man that averages 21. That was deflected. Good hands by Brown. Denying the entry pass, and Purdue turns it over.
Let's look at this matchup, too. Eugene Brown has been inserted to the game, and Zach Edey has to guard him. And Eugene is going to float around the perimeter a little bit more. See if he can draw Zach Edey outside of the key to open up some lanes for Ohio State.
Sensabaugh, though, has been the leading scorer for Ohio State. Here's Brown inside, and it's stripped out of play.
Touches, but he has to work it within the offense.
Akpara checks back in. He's got the length at 6'10". Calling for it. Edey on his back. Holden, 3 to shoot. Bam!
And that's where the hesitation kind of lost the feel for the ball a little bit on the dribble, but was able to maintain his poise that time, Gus, and step up and knock it in.
Tanner Holden, the Wright State transfer, with 4 points inside. Edey can't make the grab. Not a good pass. A struggle to start. Now Sensabaugh across the lane. Another jump shot.
And those turnovers, Gus, for Purdue got them in trouble early in the game versus Rutgers. Normally a team is a low turnover team, only 10 a game.
11 points for Sensabaugh. Hand off and another steal. Likely. Can he get there? The lob. Oh, no.
Finished to play with the dunk.
26-14. First. Edey with the handoff. Lawyer. Baseline. Morton. And rattled it home.
And credit that basket, Gus, to Zach Edey by diving down the lane. That opened up that pass to Ethan Morton right there to be able to knock in that open three.
Purdue now 2 for 10 from the three-point line. Suing. Pushes off, step back Jay, 17-footer no. Ethan Morton with the rebound. He's the other captain on this team. Smith stop and start to the bucket. Rejected goaltending. The call on 3 of 6 shooting. Thornton, 15-footer. And he's fouled by Smith. Starting as a freshman between classes, working out.
But how to be more of a facilitator, a defensive player. Because that role was much needed here with Ohio State, and he's done it to perfection.
Inside, nice catch, Edey. Jump hook, right hand, rims off, batted around first, and he'll get it back. New shot clock for Purdue. Smith, the kick, Morton, rise and fire, and it rims off the rebound, and the stick back.
Because Braden Smith was able to get deep penetration, the Buckeye defense sunk in. That allowed the shot, first of all, Gus, but it also allowed Zach Edey to carve himself right underneath the basket to gobble up that offensive rebound and go back up for the dunk.
Purdue is trailed by as many as 11, down by 7 now. McNeil back in the game. Had to go in and get retaped. Sensabaugh, mid-range, and it's good.
Patience. That
in
time.
Your eyes where beauty lies.
I knew you wanted to get that out. But that's a very good play and patient play by the young freshman.
He's got 13. 30-21. Lawyer inside, Edey again. Taking his time. Big fella looking. Top of the arc, Smith lets it go and hits.
That's the game. Edey, patient, ball fake, feels the pressure, gets it out. Braden Smith right into the sideline, able to knock in an open three.
Suing. 10 to shoot. 6 to shoot. Suing takes a 3. Justice Suing, the Cal transfer, had a bad groin injury last year. Played only 2 games. They need him this season. Inside, blocked by Akpara, out of bounds, and it's Ohio State basketball.
To Zach Edey.
Edey, 2 of 5 from the field, only 5 shots. Remember, he's a man that shoots 63% from the field on the season. Suing has hit some timely buckets for Ohio State. Baseline, leans in, double pump, no. Ball tipped up by Akpara, but he couldn't finish.
Good to see Sean McNeil is back in the game, Gus. Probably got that ankle looked at, retaped.
Edey, he's got Akpara on his back, draws a double team, and that jump shot goes down for David Jenkins Jr.
Good patience that time. Once again by Zach Edey, the double team came from the top off the pass, and Jenkins was able to get right into the sight line. Zach Edey receive it. Almost like shooting practice at the top of the key for him.
Jenkins with 6 points. He was scoreless against Rutgers on Monday. Thornton, 16-foot jump shot. Eight rebounds for Edey. Gillis. And hits. Now Thornton almost had his pocket pick, and he does. Smith, great hands, gets it back, rises, and buries it. And just like that, this game is level at 33. 9-0 run for Purdue. Remember, Ohio State playing without their big man, Zach Edey, out with a shoulder sprain. Closing in on a minute. Deep in the corner. And the answer right there for Eugene Brown.
And that's the advantage of having Brown on the court. He can spread the floor a little bit more. Zach Edey got married into the lane and wasn't able to get out and contest the shot. Let's see if Purdue can answer.
Buckeyes up by 3 again. Edey across the lane, jump hook. And jump ball is a call. Possession arrow favors the Buckeyes.
That time, Zach Edey, when you bring the ball down, it's particularly on a dribble, Bruce Thornton was able to get his claws on him right there. Good call, good tie-up. Edey wasn't quick enough to get through that double team and get the shot up.
25 seconds remaining in the first half. Thornton in the corner. Top of the arc. Brown. 10 to shoot. Thornton again. Sends the ball. Pushed down. Bats it off. Smith picks it up at the midcourt line. Almost lost it in a reaching foul. Morton wraps it inside. Edey jump hook right there. Point blank range. No. Can Ohio State get a shot off? Here comes Thornton from half court. And no good. Ohio State shoots 56% from the field. They led by as many as 11. He did have 8 rebounds. And the Boilermakers have the ball to start the second half. Jenkins Jr. starting this second half for Purdue.
He's in the lineup for
inside. Edey jump hook, right hand goes down.
And that's, you see the pass in which the entry was clean enough to Zach Edey. Immediately when he caught it, he was able to go to work.
And today at the shoot-around this morning, after practice, Edey must have spent between 45 minutes to an hour practicing all different kinds of jump hooks from different angles.
KYG, know your game. He's not going to try to step out and shoot threes. He knows that his bread is buttered on the inside. So why not perfect it by working on that skill?
Meanwhile, Mason Gillis buries a 3, and Purdue has its largest lead of the game now, 38-36 after trailing by 11. Remember, Zed Key, their starting center, out with a sprained shoulder. McNeil twisted his ankle in the first half. Sensabaugh's got to take over 14, flip, pull up off the dribble, inside, Okpara with a left-hand finish.
Good patience that time by Okpara. He knew out the corner of his eye that Zach Edey was lurking around, but he was able to out-quick Edey up in the air.
38 up, Smith circling. Smith keeps his dribble alive. Leaves his feet in the corner. Morton loose. And finally, ball knocked out to Thornton. Bruce Thornton, freshman, step back 3.
And that's outstanding recognition because Thornton could have very easily tried to over-dribble and penetrate, but he saw 7'4", 290 pounds sitting in the lane in Zach Edey, so he utilized the step back in rhythm to knock in that 3.
41-38. Here's Edey, double team, jump hook, right hand goes down. That's a shot he practiced earlier today. That's the shot he has perfected.
But also to the double team. Sensabaugh's shorter at 6'6", so you really couldn't influence. He couldn't influence the shot by Zach Edey.
Okpara, handoff, suing, skipping, 14-footer, count. He looks in rhythm tonight.
He does, but he loves to get to a spot that time. He's utilized that shoulder a couple times. What I mean, that right shoulder to put it in the chest of his defender to create enough space at about 15 feet where he can knock in that jump shot.
Young man from Honolulu, Hawaii, nice catch. Edey inside, left hand off the glass and in.
Do you think at halftime it was a conversation about getting Edey? We may want to get it to him. He's right there in front of the rim. He's doing an excellent job of catching, staying poised, and finishing inside.
Edey with 6 points in the half already. Only 4 points in the first half. Meanwhile, Sewing continues to have the hot hand. He had 13 against Northwestern on Sunday. He has 12 now. 46-42. Gillis. Loose. Bounds.
To force Edey to have to give it up.
Edey closing in on his 7th straight double-double. He's got 10 and 9. They lob it to him. Draws a double. Good passer out of the double team. Smith deep in the corner. Braden Smith with 15 now. 46-45 Buckeyes. Sewing. Trying to shake his man. Turns. The kick. Brown. And a new shot clock for Ohio State. Sewing driving. Gliding. Off the front rim. Batted out. Likeless. It's a ball. Loose ball. Who wants it? Who wants it? There's New Jersey in the rafters, Jimmy. Matt Painter had us some stitches. He told us, folks, Jimmy, he said to Jimmy, I did my best to make sure you got your name and number in the rafters.
Hey, man, tough. Matt was tough to play against, man. I mean, he was a competitor. You see that in his coaching. And that's the kind of players that he wants to recruit. You may not have to be the most talented player, but a high IQ, you play hard, and you have a level of toughness about you.
46-45. Sewing. He's been a catalyst today. Pulls up off the bounce, short, loose ball. How about that? Braden Smith, smallest man on the floor with the rebound. He's been wonderful. Meanwhile, Royer finally steps into a jump shot and buries it, and Purdue takes a 48-46 lead. That's Lawyer's first basket of the game.
The 5th assist that time by Braden Smith. Beautiful on-time, on-target for Lawyer to just step up and knock it in.
Sends a ball from the elbow off the back rim. He's gone a little cold, and somebody lost a shoe. And it looks like that's going to be Eugene Brown playing without one shoe. Inside, Edey leads in, and a whistle and foul coming up.
Collapse the defense and get some shots, shrunk lower body, but also Yao shot 80% as a free throw shooter. But keep in mind, Zach Edey, from a basketball perspective, didn't start playing until he was a sophomore in high school. So his offensive skill set is yet to catch up with where he can ultimately be as an offensive player.
Likely turns the corner, no. Caleb first with the board. Here comes Smith. He's been excellent. 15 points, 5 assists, no turnovers. For this young man, he'll take a deep J.
Good shot that time by Okara on Zach Edey.
Cross court. Baseline, sends the ball, turns, weaves, kicks, tip, Morton, head of the field. He's got somebody with him. Left hand, no, but a foul. Butler.
New team, yeah, Travion Williams last year, Jaden Ivey, Sasha Stefanovic. A little different, probably a little bit more talented, but this group right here, from a cohesion perspective, kind of found their way early in the season, guys. Had some outstanding wins.
Right now, Purdue on a 10-0 run. Buckeyes have missed their last 6 shots. Baseline pull-up. Gale. Yeah, don't stop the bleeding.
Excellent offensive set that time by Ohio State to get that shot by Gale on the baseline.
52-48. Roddy Gale, freshman from Niagara Falls. Weak side, Morton. Push shot. Edey got 2 hands on it with the rebound. Lawyer. Looks like he was fouled. No call. Loose ball first. Can't get it to stay. Smith with the rebound. The lob.
Oh, good. Whoa.
And a block. Sets a block. 2-point lead for the Boilers. #1 team in the country. Currently. Lawyer. And hits.
Wow.
Don't let him get cooking.
Listen, but beautiful play because Smith came off first, but then Lawyer came from the opposite side. Maybe that block to come off that dribble handoff to be able to get that shot.
Lawyer averaging 12 points a game on the season. 4-point lead. Thornton got his band in the air, sets his puppies, short. Who's that? Sensible.
And Lawyer, I believe, was underneath, but that is where the athleticism of Sensible was able to come into play.
Almost the steal, and the steal. Gale. 54-52. Ohio State can tie it with a deuce and take the lead with the three. Thornton, the floater from 15. No. Morton inside, and he has the Purdue rebound. Smith, he's been electric. And they throw it away. Two-point game, 54-52. Thornton brings it up the floor. Back it out, sets the ball. The game high, 17. In and out dribble, gets to his spot, off the window softly, and in.
A smart play. Why Zach Edey is not in the line? That means the lane is a little bit freer to be able to make a drive. And speaking about Matt Painter after a timeout, excellent draw. Play drawn up by Chris Holtman as well.
Sets the ball with 19 points on 9 of 13 shooting as Edey gets a blow. Caleb first. Roddy Gale, rather, with the foul, his first 14th foul. Against Ohio State, Smith. He's been an orchestrator, a maestro. 7 to shoot. First, quick turn, kicks it out. Jenkins. Big time jump shot for David Jenkins Jr.
And that was really good defense by Ohio State, forcing Purdue to stay perimeter oriented, but that's just a big time shot.
He's got 9 on 3 of 3 from the three-point line. Inside, nice duck in, and roll for Roddy Gale. 1-point lead for Purdue, #1 versus #24. Top of the arc, Smith. First with the rebound, new shot clock. Purdue moving the ball. You can hear Matt Painter yelling at his guys. Kaufman-Renn, and the whistle, offensive foul.
I think it was a shoulder of Kaufman-Renn that got right into the chest of Okpara, negating Purdue's 15th offensive rebound right there, because Okpara is entitled to his space.
I think Okpara has had a fine game for Ohio State.
He hasn't hurt the Buckeyes. His youth hasn't shown up as of yet. He's played smart, intelligent basketball, been in position, hasn't committed any silly fouls. Been there to clean up some of that loose change on the defensive glass.
Buckeyes can take the lead right here. Sends the ball, thinking about it, puts it on the deck and draws a foul as he got by Caleb first, who picks up his first. Second team foul against the Boilers. Now Morton and Mason Gillis will check in.
Think about it, guys. There's been a total of just 9 free throw attempts between both teams, so pretty much a clean game in regards to playing defense without fouling.
This is the Big Ten. Okay. We don't call a lot of fouls in this conference. You're not getting bailed out.
Hey, I like how you speak French, too.
Here it is. Oui, monsieur. Here's Suing. Backdoor, nice look. Holden can't squeeze it through. Smith the other way. Braden Smith. He's going to be a star in this league, folks. He's a bulldog. Drive, steps, loose, and foul. That'll be Tanner Holden. Call for a second 15 foul against Ohio State.
To say that Braden Smith has moxie would be an understatement. You don't become Mr. Basketball in Indiana if you don't have a little confidence to your game and swag, and he has that. And I said at the beginning of the show, we saw the starting lineup, and I talked about Braden Smith. Very important from the point guard perspective that he gets it.
Look at these numbers.
15. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and how many turnovers? Zero. See, and that's what you need from a young point guard on the road in a hostile environment. And it's not the point so much, but it's not the mental mistakes, the errors, the turnovers. He hasn't done that thus far in this game.
Young man has a lot of swagger and confidence. 58-56. Ohio State led by as many as 11 in the first half. Purdue is led by as many as 6. Both teams going on big-time runs. Sits the ball. Akpara jump. Little floater in traffic for the freshman.
Yeah, but excellent use of the dribble by Sensabaugh to take an extra bounce. And what that did, it opened up the lane for Akpara to be able to receive the pass right in the middle for a nice little jump hook.
Akpara with 4 will level at 58. More bowling pass, knocked away, stolen. Nicely done by Sensabaugh. Buckeyes with a chance to take the lead here. 7:24 to play. Number 1 versus number 24. This game, a win would go a long way for Ohio State. McNeil. And a whistle up top of the foul. On Green Bay, here's Sewell. Akpara. McNeil. Gale. And Sensabaugh on the court. I tell you what, this kid has been excellent. 14 points for Justice Sewing. And Ohio State takes a 60-58 lead.
Because he was able to get to deep post-up position. Mason Gillis was there. Now, that activity right there by the Buckeyes by getting a little deflection forced that turnover. We saw a lot of that in the first half, not as much by the Buckeyes in the second, but a big defensive stop that time.
12 turnovers for the Boilers. They average 10.4 per game. Ohio State, they've been very efficient. Only 5 turnovers for the Buckeyes. This man, he had the ball in his hands a lot. McNeil, pull-up jumper, 20-footer. He's got 4 now. Ohio State, 62-58. Buckeyes have found themselves. 6:13 remaining. Second half, here comes the crowd. Students will be back on Monday. Morton straight away. And hits. What an answer. Ethan Morton.
And some miscommunication by the Buckeyes on the back line. That allowed Braden Smith first to be open, and then on the late recovery, he had a 2-on-1 up top, and that opened it up for Ethan Morton to knock in that 3.
Sewing backs his man down in the paint. Gillis, and a foul coming up. And that'll be on Mason Gillis.
Gus, when you don't communicate her, and this time, I forget who that's Roddy Gale that got knocked down by the pick, that opened it up for Braden Smith to get open there, and then once Sensabaugh had to commit, the smart play, another assist. Number 6 for Braden Smith.
Warrior checks back in. Sewing at the line. This young man had a career-high 33 against Texas Tech on November 23rd. Second free throw goes down.
It's just good to see him out playing healthy, mentally and physically. He's battled through so much.
He's got 15. Smith. As they run the weave up top. Morton. Edey in the high post, backdoor, throws it away.
Just a little bit too much steam on the pass. He had Smith, and that was all set up, knowing that Roddy Gale Jr. would try to overplay the wing. Just a little bit too much steam on it.
Third turnover for Edey tonight. Now Suing. Guarded by Lawyer. Across the lane. Can't get him in the air. Akpara. 8-foot jump shot. No. Swooping rebound by Gillis. Kick out Smith. Ohio State getting back on defense. Edey. Lawyer. 16. Off the back rim. Sensabaugh with a rebound and a whistle. Looks like a foul away from the ball that'll go against Ohio State. Akpara.
See, the challenge you have with Zach Edey, one is 7'4", okay? But when he initially has deep post position, that means he's closer to the rim. And once he gets inside of you, see the hook right there? It's going to be extremely difficult to get him out the lane and not allow him to affect an offensive rebound opportunity.
16 fouls against Ohio State. Lawyer, they need it and they get it. Fletcher Lawyer struggled mightily in that first half, but now he's got 8, all coming in the second half, and Purdue takes a 1-point lead. 64-63, #1 team in the nation currently. That'll change next week. Right now, Purdue top of the table. Step back, Sensabaugh, high archer, no. Akpara with a rebound. Gale, way off the mark. Picked up, Sensabaugh. 10 on the shot clock. McNeil crosses over, up top. Suing with a rebound. Sensabaugh off the glass, no. And Edey with it. Here's Smith, no look pass, Morton up and in. Edey with 12 and 10, 7th straight double-double. It's been a good matchup all game. And a whistle and foul coming up against the Boilers. That'll be Ethan Morton.
Yeah, and also, too, smart for Ohio State. That's Purdue's.
Correction.
Okay.
Fletcher Lawyer call for the foul, his first 15th foul against Purdue.
For Ohio State, if they can influence a drive right here, get themselves closer to getting the next foul into the penalty to get to the free throw line.
Roddy Gale Jr. throws it inbounds. Suing. Akpara. Sensabaugh. Here he is. Hard drive with the left hand. Pulls up and buries it. He's a freshman, folks. Bryce Sensabaugh gives Ohio State a 65-64 lead. He's got 21 on 10 of 17 shooting. As we approach the 3-minute mark of the second half, Edey forced his way inside this time, and he's fouled.
And Zach Edey, Gus, on that possession, he felt Sean McNeil closing in on him, but McNeil wasn't fully committed. So Edey was able to maintain his dribble, use that big body, create some space, and ultimately pick up the foul.
Akpara picked up his second foul. 17 fouls now against Ohio State as Edey makes the first. Zach Edey with 19 and 11 with 3 assists on Monday against Rutgers. perfect from the free throw line this evening, 4 for 4. 66-65, Purdue. Sensabaugh's been hot. Top of the key, puts it on the deck, and an offensive foul. That's a good call.
And that's the second one by Ethan Morton to anticipate where Bryce Sensabaugh ultimately wanted to get to. Again, you don't have to be the quickest from the defensive perspective, but you have to understand angles, and both times Ethan Morton has done an excellent job.
You take a look. 9 lead, 10 changes, 6 ties. (66-65). They wrap it around. Gillis. Akpara with the board. Ohio State with a shot to go in front here. 2:15 to play. The #1 team in the nation in Columbus, Purdue. Ask for now. Ohio State ranked 24. Suing. He's been wonderful. 8 to shoot. Suing inside. Akpara blocked and fouled by Edey. And that's the first foul on Edey tonight.
Beautiful pocket pass this time from Suing to Akpara.
Ohio State with the basketball. They get it inbounds to McNeil. Here's McNeil. The handoff to Suing, who's been brilliant this evening. Suing. The kick. Gale. No, loose. Good box out by the Boilers.
And notice to Ohio State that Chris Holtman has decided to go without Bruce Thornton as a typical point guard in their offense.
Purdue, no field goals in their last 3:05. Edey. Deflected. Lawyer picks it up. 8 to shoot. Here's Smith. Here's Morton, the inbounder, with Smith. 5 to shoot. Smith, hard drive, kicks in the corner. Gillis, no! Bruce Thornton with a rebound. 1 minute to play. And a timeout called by Ohio State. Ohio State lost one of their best players, their big man, Zed Key, in the first half with a shoulder injury. Thornton. Looking inside. McNeil. 10 to shoot. McNeil, 7 to shoot. Top of the arc. Bam! He rounded it home. Gillis, Smith, Morton, Edey. Lawyer on the court. Edey backing up on Akpara. Jump hook across the lane, and it goes down. And a timeout called by Purdue. Thornton, the inbounder. Finds Suing. And a steal. Morton. Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 20. They kick it to Smith. And a timeout, Purdue with 17.5 to go. Wow. 17.5 to go. Here we go. Gillis. Lawyer. Edey draws a double. Lawyer a three. It hits. Fletcher Lawyer gives Purdue a 71-69 lead. 7 seconds to go. Timeout, Ohio State. 11 points. Here's Sensabaugh, back to Thornton. Thornton looking for Sensabaugh, top of the arc. Has it knocked away, he's got to let it go. And no good. And Purdue comes back and wins a big one on the road here in Columbus. 71-69.